How are the Koryak people different from the Chukchi? Imagine two groups living in the icy reaches of Siberia, each with their own way of life and stories. Today, let's find out what sets the Koryak apart from the Chukchi. Both groups live in the northeastern part of Siberia, but their homes, languages, and traditions tell different stories. The Chukchi mainly inhabit the Chukchi Peninsula and the areas along the Arctic Ocean. They live in flat tundras and along coastlines, where the land is mostly open and icy. The Koryak, on the other hand, mostly stay on the Koryak Plateau and the southern parts of the Kamchatka Peninsula. Their land is more mountainous and forested, giving them a different environment to adapt to. When it comes to language, the Chukchi speak the Chukchi language, which has unique features like different pronunciations for men and women. The Koryak speak a language related to Chukchi but different enough to be considered separate. Their language has similarities to the Koryak language, and some words are close to Aleut. Ethnically, the Chukchi are mostly one group with little variation, while the Koryak are more diverse. The name Koryak was given by Russian settlers, and they didn't have a single word to describe all their groups before. Their history shows that the Koryak have kept more of their original identity, while the Chukchi have had more contact with Eskimo groups. Both peoples traditionally herd reindeer, especially inland, which became common in the 1800s. Coastal groups of both peoples hunt sea animals like seals, walruses, and whales. The Chukchi coastal people tend to settle more and focus on fishing and hunting, while the Koryak coastal groups also hunt but live in slightly different ecological zones. Their social lives are different too. The Koryak focus on working together and sharing tasks without social ranks. The Chukchi have a history of being warriors and fighters, especially against Russian and neighboring tribes. Over time, they have become more involved in trade and peaceful interactions. Both groups have rich stories passed down through generations, but the Chukchi stories often talk about battles and conflicts. Historically, the Chukchi have absorbed some Eskimo influences, especially among those living near the coast. The Koryak have stayed more isolated from Eskimo culture, keeping their traditions more intact. During the Soviet Union era, both groups experienced changes like organized reindeer herding and education. Today, they still hold on to many of their traditional ways while also living alongside modern Russian society. So, even though they share some similarities, the Koryak and Chukchi are different in many ways. Their environments, languages, histories, and ways of life show how each group has adapted to their unique parts of the polar regions.